wave angles, where they break, how they break, and how the current and ever-present trade winds impact them. When the wave faces approach 15 feet, as they do at windmills on this day, good choices can become life-saving choices. His focus is laser-like, absolute. Nothing can or will interrupt his concentration. After studying the waves for 45 minutes, Clay grabs his board and moves towards the ocean. He walks away from his life on land, a mighty and never-ending struggle between the way his brain is wired and the noise, crowds, social interactions, expectations, anxieties, and facial expressions the rest of us use to get by. He negotiates the world clumsily, always a step off or to the side, it seems, if he's connected to it at all, which is often not the case. If the activity of the moment isn't about surfing, eating, basketball, music, or his girlfriend, Jade Barton, he's oblivious, uncomfortable. There's nothing uncomfortable about the way he approaches the ocean. His coordination while walking rocks and steep trails is superior, rhythmic, and smoother than the way most people amble down the road. His eyes scan from side to side, watching the action of every wave, calculating where to paddle out and position himself. He throws himself into the frothing shore break, surfaces, shakes his head a few times, yells out with excitement, or is it the relief of no longer being on land, and sets off in the direction of the neighboring islands of Lahaina, with paddle strokes that his videographer, Adam Clevin, calls the best I've ever seen. He would win every paddle battle there is, hands down. Minutes later, a set of 12 to 15-foot behemoths approaches. Clay paddles into position. He notices a bump in the wave, a subtle shift beyond the sensory range of most humans. He wheels his board around and strokes to a point he's already predetermined and anticipated through knowledge and intuition. His deep, powerful strokes are those of a champion swimmer. His instincts are beyond that. When a wave emerges and jacks up to its full 2-story height, Clay sits in perfect position. With the GoPro camera mounted on the back of his board, he paddles hard, easily catches the wave, and looks down the line. His right foot forward, the direction in which he faces the wave. Let the show begin. Clay connects in a way one would imagine Mozart diving into the wellspring of his latest symphony, Beethoven hugging the floor with his deaf ear to feel the vibrations of his Fifth Symphony, or Monet immersing himself in French light. He races down the wave as it peels behind him, seemingly at one with it. Clay leans like a motorcycle street racer into a deep-bottomed turn and propels himself up the face, then slots himself inside the pocket of the wave. Just like that, he's gone, disappeared, out of view. Spectators on the rocky beach or in their cars wonder the same thing. Is he coming out? Seconds later, he emerges, arms raised high, GoPro still in his mouth. The shot of him scorching a nasty windmill's barrel, certain to be played over and over on his flat screen later in the day, and soon on video throughout the world. Whenever Clay Marzo hits it big, the beach buzzes, and the world finds out soon enough. Kid's off the charts, says Les Potts, a longboard surfing legend who's produced and witnessed plenty of greatness in his 50 years of surfing. How'd he find that tube? This is where rides usually end, where most surfers pull out and paddle into position for another wave, while story building their ride to everyone else in the lineup. Clay is warming up for round 2. His fans on the beach wonder, what the hell is he going to do next? They cannot guess, but they know they may see something no surfer in the world will attempt, let alone execute successfully. Anything is possible. Clay whips to the bottom of the wave.